And Samara Link is live to tell us how it may affect your daily commute. Samara?
Thanks, Kristen. It's a problem facing every state agency in Arizona. How to come up with a plan to run their department with a 15% cut in budget. All the cabling from the turbines like this is run underground. Then the energy comes to this grid and is sent to power the valley. As families wrapped up their ceremony, intense and tearful emotion gave way to a more relaxed celebration. Quickly repairing broken street signs like this one, no longer at the top of the priority list. It's made out of bauxite, which often comes from foreign countries, making it expensive to get. So when you recycle an average aluminum can like this, with 135 race days, more people come to see the horses run than go to home games for the Phoenix Suns. I talked to a man at the rally yesterday whose wife is a Fry's employee. He says he's read the paperwork for both sides and he thinks they're both right. Traditionally, cancer has been diagnosed by putting cells on a slide and looking at those cells under a microscope in a 2D version. Now, for the first time, researchers can look at those cells in 3D.
This will be your number and they'll be calling you shortly.
Miguel De Mos is somewhat of a regular at the Central Phoenix MVD.
Well, I need to renew my driver license. It's expiring every year.
Miguel depends on a work visa that he gets 1 year at a time, so it might be a reach for him and his family to keep his driving information up to date. That's because closing MVD offices may be part of a larger plan to help solve Arizona's budget crisis. ADOT has already laid off 10% of their staff and closed services like 13 of the 18 state-run rest areas.
We've been here in Arizona for almost a month, driving all over the place, and we have been very disappointed at how few good rest stops there are on the major highways.
Quickly repairing broken street signs like this one, no longer at the top of the priority list, and they say Arizona residents will notice a big difference on the roads if they have to cut an additional 20%. Doug Nitzel of ADOT says a further $60 million cut would be devastating.
You're talking at least 2,000 more employees who would not have jobs, but even more importantly, the work that those employees do would not be getting done.
They'd have to close almost all of the 61 MVD offices, all rest areas would close, and highway maintenance would be limited to emergency response and repair. ADOT says safety will remain their priority, but drivers may still have to use caution.
When it comes to snow plowing, we may not be able to get to highways as quickly as we have over time.
Whether it's changes on the road or at the MVD, Miguel is going to pick up his license and get behind the wheel while he can. In Phoenix, Samara Link, Cronkite News. Doug Garcia of Mesa is blown away with the tax bill he just received in the mail.
My home value has dropped almost $100,000, yet my tax evaluation hasn't gone down.
The Maricopa County Treasurer's Office just mailed out tax bills. When homeowners get them in the first week of October, they can expect to see 2 additions. 1, anything voters passed, like bonds or city taxes. That will vary depending on the municipality. 2, the return of the education equalization tax. It'll add $40 to your tax bill for every $100,000 in home value. Valley Realtor Diane Baldo thinks homeowners could be confused with their tax notice.
Some people are going to see their values or their tax bills go up a little bit, and they're going to say, hey, wait a minute, my house value is down maybe 30%, 40%. Why are my taxes going up?
That's because the tax bill homeowners are getting in the mail now doesn't reflect current home values.
Taxes are based on the prior 18 months before the year that you get the tax bill.
Well, they get their tax bill and they go, oh my gosh, this is so high, this is wrong, what can I do? And most of the time by then it's too late.
Paul Peterson from the Maricopa County Assessor's Office says the only option is to wait and appeal when new assessments are made in February 2010. Garcia says he's not sure if he'll bother.
I will see what my tax bill is next year and go from there. I'm not much for a computer.
So for now, he'll just cut where he can. In Chandler, Samara Link, Cronkite News. Horses, handlers, and jockeys. It's opening race day at Turf Paradise. The gallery, full of first-timers like Julie Isaacs and her husband, took advantage of free admission on opening day.
Come out and enjoy the sunshine and watch some horses run.
There were plenty of veteran horse race fans there, too.
Not till he makes his move on here. Come on, 4!
The summer off-season meant big renovations at the track. The horses got a new 32-degree saltwater spa. There's only one other one like it in the country.
Right after the races, if they're sore, they just go into the spa with the salt waters, and it's just like any athlete, where they get the soreness out.
And spectators will get to watch plenty of races on a special new turf track. Owner Jerry Sims says people bet about 25% more on grass races.
I think horses run truer to form, and better horses generally run on the grass.
With 135 race days, more people come to see the horses run than go to home games for the Phoenix Suns. Most of these people are placing bets.
Oh, he's the better. I'm like I say, $2, $6.
Runmo won.
Came in last.
We're in the money now.
And with that, they're off to a season of horse racing with close finishes, new records, and new champions. In Phoenix, Samara Link, Cronkite News.